I don't know when the light bulb went off. I do recall it was more of a transformation for me. I started to see the talent around me, and I have to be honest, I kept saying, man, I could do that. I mean, not that it was easy, but I was like, he's not all that great. But, so I could see myself doing these things. And part of it, too, was, you get enough pushback and you get enough of the small assignments where you just say, okay, enough already, okay? That was part of the plight in my career. I was given maybe the unassuming roles that said, can she really take this and do something with it? And sometimes I did, most times I did. And so my personal confidence was built. And then when I began to look around me and doing sort of a self-check, I said, well, I do know. Now, one thing I will be clear about, though, is that I knew where my deficits were, too. And I worked hard on those deficits because I wasn't ready. There were a couple of times I were in jobs and I was like out of breath because I wasn't ready. But I pushed myself to do that and learn and create as much agility for myself that I possibly could. But I just kept taking an inventory of what was around me and working on my personal confidence. I didn't always have the confidence I think I should have had. The things I say and do now, sometimes I shock myself and say, what do you think? Why did you say that? But, something in me moves me every now and then. And so it was a transformation over a period of time, but it was that self-inventory that made me really think that I could do this. And then looking back and counting my successes in a way that wasn't, did I get it 100% right or was I 80% in the right thinking process? So that personal inventory, I think, over a period of time really made me feel like I could do this. And then it did take sponsorship. And I will tell you, there were a few folks that maybe saw something and lifted me. When I was in those jobs that I was uncomfortable with, it was because someone was pulling me. And so this whole idea of sponsorship is very important. Sometimes people see things in you that you don't see yourself, or they have a vision for the organization that you didn't know that they had, that you fit the bill for. So it's doing that personal inventory and looking around you. And sometimes women tend to beat themselves up and look to have everything. And it's not really always required to be so hard on yourself.